Hey guys, Holland227 here. I'm going to try to do this video. I know a lot of people talk about, I see them, what 5 games for such and such system would you have if you were, stranded on an island, or these were the only games you could have left. And of course everybody always picks the classic games. What I want to do is I want to make one of those videos, but I want to do it about a system I haven't seen this done for, and I'm only going to pick games out of my collection. I'm not going to pick like the greatest games. I mean, I could easily, say Super Nintendo, and I need Super Mario All Stars and Mario World Combo, Chrono Trigger, um, you know, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 3, all those quality games Earthbound. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the PSP. And I know you're going to ask why the PSP. I think the PSP is overlooked and underutilized. I know a majority of people use their PSP for homebrew and doing downloads and emulators and ROMs. My PSP used to be set up like that, and I got really tired of the custom firmware. It was nice to have it on the go, but I wanted to play the newer games, things that were released. Now I know there's custom firmware allows you to do both, but I really didn't want to mess with it because it was filling up my memory card, and then I couldn't have any rooms for saves for my games. But this is my video if I only had 5 PSP games out of my collection that I could take with me and have if I was stranded on an island or whatever. I have an assortment of games, and it's going to seem like a strange collection. I went and picked my 5 games based on what I felt could be replayability. I think maybe there might be one of them the replayability might be not so well, but I haven't beat it all the way through to know if there is a different type of replayability. But I've got a good collection of games, and I'm going to go ahead and start my video. The first game that I would take with me would be Mega Man Powered Up. This is like having 2 games in one. Not only do you have the Mega Man Powered Up game that's on this, but you have, I think it's a remake of Mega Man 1 that gets put on this that you can unlock and play. You can also build your own levels to play. Then you can also play as the bosses as you beat them. So the ability to go through the game over and over using different characters and different difficulties, and then playing the original Mega Man gives it 2 games in 1 a lot of replay value. We all know that Mega Man on hard mode is very tough, so this would be one that would give me a lot of hours of play. And it's a great platformer because it's a Mega Man game. Next game I chose was, I needed something that I could pick up and just easily jump into. There are a lot of games like that, but I needed something that there wasn't really a big, don't need a storyline, and this is one of the 2 games I chose for that. And this one has all kinds of replayability, and it's Super Collapse 3. Now I know Super Collapse 3 isn't a widely known game, but it is, think of like, it's a puzzler that you click on 3 or more of the same color blocks to chip them away and clear the board. They have the regular that comes up from the bottom. They have one that goes bottom and top. They have a strategy one. Every time you click it adds a line instead of over time. They have a puzzle where you have a certain amount of moves to bust out the blocks. So it gives a huge replayability. It has a quest mode on it, which is kind of like a storyline mode where you unlock things. You can buy special items in the shop. It doesn't seem too challenging at first. When you get towards the end, I'm in the last world. It's very challenging. So I figured that would have a lot of replayability. The second game I took that would have tons of replayability and would give me hours on end of enjoyment is the Namco Museum Battle Collection. You get, on this disc alone, is Pac-Man, Rally X, Bosconian, Grobata, Dig Dug 2, Miss Pac-Man, New Rally X, Motos, Rolling Thunder, Dragon Buster, Galaga, Dig Dug, Mappy, Tower of Draga, King and Balloon, Galaxian, and Xevious. And then you get 4 updated. You get a Pac-Man arrangement, Galaga arrangement, Dig Dug arrangement, and New Rally X arrangement, which are remakes of the game with new features. So you get what is it? You get 22. No, wait a minute. 21. I'm sorry. You get 21 games in here, um, with massive replayability because they're arcade games. How can you go wrong with a game that has 21 games in it and classic games? I mean, classic games. You know, Pac-Man, Dig Dug 1 and 2, Galaxy and Galaga, Miss Pac-Man. I mean, the list goes on. So that is a definite have on my 5. This one is just, I enjoy this game a lot. It has a lot to unlock. It has a lot of things to do in it. I've yet to beat this game because I've kind of put my PSP on the back burner. I've been playing my 360 a lot. I'm shooting for tons of achievements. I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption. But this game, um, I wish I had it for my 360, but I can't find a copy of it anywhere around me. But this is the Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And I know they're getting ready to come out with the second one, which I'm really looking forward to. But this game, I've really enjoyed this game. I've found the gameplay, the force powers, everything to be just superb. And then the last game, I knew I needed an RPG. I mean, all these games I've chosen is great, but I will need something that has a great storyline to it. Now, not to say that Force Unleashed doesn't, because it does have a good storyline, but I need something more I can develop my characters a lot more in depth than just force powers and, you know, certain weapons. I wanted the full RPG. And on my shelf, my gaming shelves and stuff, I mean, I have Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, you know, I have all those classic Final Fantasy 7, Crisis Core. You know, I've got all those classic RPGs. But what I went with was a low-budget title from Agetec called Popolocros. And if you've seen my PSP collection video, you know how I raved about how well this game is. I don't know how much replayability that has as an RPG. I mean, you have your leveling up and things like that. But this is one of the RPGs that I could sit with for hours and just play through. I know, like, my Final Fantasies, I can only play for a short time because while the stories may be different in each one of them, the gameplay is the same, very repetitive. This is like the combat in this is kind of half tactics, part RPG, when I say RPG, turn-based. I don't know, there's something about this, the voice acting is not the best in it. There's not a lot of voice acting, like a lot of the narration and stuff, but it's really well done. The cutscenes are kind of anime-ish, but they're not bad. And I think I got this game for like eight or $9. It's a really good deal. So those are the 5 games that I would take with my PSP if I was stranded, or is what I could only take in trip. That's out of my collection. Now, of course, there's other games out there that I would love to take that I don't own. You know, and I passed up on a lot of good choices. I passed up on GTA Vice City Stories, Crisis Core. What else did I pass up on? All the Castlevania. I can't remember the name of it. The one has Rondo Blood and Symphony of the Night. I passed up on that. I passed up on Mega Man, Maverick Hunter X for the other Mega Man. So, I mean, I have passed up on some good games for these, but these are the 5 that I would choose, and they're not the normal mainstream games. So if you guys check this out, if you have a PSP and 5 games out of your collection that you could take, I would love to see the video. Also, I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos lately. I'm just now starting to get back into it. But if you like what you see, you guys go ahead and subscribe. You know, it only takes a click. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you to subscribe. Also, I wanted to know, and you can put it in my comments, if you own any of these games, what you think of these games. If there's a reason I shouldn't take these 5 games. I know maybe you have a reason about these games that I shouldn't take them, and you have a better suggestion for me. Go ahead and put that down in there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go now. Hopefully this camera holds up. Like I said in the last one, it's had some problems, but the last one came out well, so hopefully this one will come out well. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys later.